Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, I thought I'd try something a little bit different with rice paper. I had the idea of making a vegan omelette, but using rice paper on the other side to sandwich the filling and create a contrast in texture. I'm also making a vegan rice paper bacon, but rather than just a simple smoky flavor, I thought it would be interesting to make a jerk flavor, make that flavor more prominent with a little undertone of smokiness. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking! For this vegan omelette with our rice paper, I'm chopping up some purple cabbage. I have a little bit of red bell pepper I'm dicing up. And I'll be adding some chopped kale leaves in the mix. I'm dicing up some yellow bell pepper as well. And I'm adding in some jalapeno. I'll just chop it up. And here I'm chopping up some yellow onion. And I'm slicing some cremini mushrooms. I have some grape tomatoes I'm slicing, and I'm chopping up 2 cloves of garlic. And I decided to cut up some fresh sage. I have a non-stick pan here. I'm adding oil to our pan and our onions. And our Italian style veggie ground round. And we'll start to add the other veggies in the mix. And our mushrooms. I'm sprinkling on some basil. And adding some freshly ground black pepper and salt. I'm adding a little cayenne. Now that the veggies have cooked for a little bit, I'm adding the chopped garlic and our grape tomatoes. And check out the beautiful colors we got going on here. I freshened up the pan and let it cool for a little bit so it's not scorching hot. I'm pouring on our just egg and aiming to get it to be the same size as the rice paper. Of course, it may not be exact. Now that the just egg is a little more firm, we're adding our filling on top, trying to spread it out evenly as best we can. I did not oil this pan and the heat is set to medium-low. I'm adding our Daiya cheddar style shreds, sprinkling them on, pouring the remainder of our just egg just for extra moisture for our rice paper. I'm hydrating the rice paper in warm water for about 5 seconds or so. And now we're ready to place our rice paper on top. Let it kind of meld in here. The way we're going to do this is to transfer our vegan omelette onto a plate. We'll give the pan a little oil and simply flip our plate onto the pan. This is so that the rice paper is facing downward and it gets cooked. Now our vegan omelette with the rice paper is done, so it's time to pop it on a plate. I decided that this chipotle sauce would be amazing, so I'm drizzling it on. It's that time again, everyone. I get to try our delicious vegan omelette with the rice paper in the mix, and we'll see how this interesting texture works out. Woo! That's too big of a piece there. Bite-sized piece, that's what we need. And it's so delicious. What I was going to do originally was roll it up as well, but it was a little bit too bulky for that, and I didn't want to make a big mess. Doesn't give you much room when it's that stuffed. So delicious with the chipotle sauce as well. So there you have it, a hearty and delicious breakfast to start off your day. Now on to our vegan jerk bacon. Preheat your oven to 400 Fahrenheit. Add 1.5 tablespoons of oil to a dish. 1/2 tablespoon of liquid smoke. And 2 tablespoons of our jerk sauce, and stir it up. You'll want to dip your rice paper into a bowl of warm water for about 5 seconds or so. Let it drip off and place it on a parchment-lined baking sheet. And we're going to brush our sauce mixture onto our rice paper. We're going to carefully flip it over and thoroughly brush our sauce on the other side. Our oven is at a fairly high heat to provide that crispiness we're going for. Use a pizza cutter to make the slices. You might have to go over it a few times, and we're popping it in our oven for about 8 minutes. Now it's ready. You can see it has a bubbly texture as well. Were these cut perfectly? No, but don't worry if this happens to you. You can carefully go along the scored areas with your pizza cutter or knife. Carefully tear the pieces apart with your fingers, one by one. Now it's time to try our little bonus over here, our vegan jerk bacon. So here it goes. Yes, that jerk sauce adds such a nice flavor, you know? The jerk sauce adds a really nice flavor aside from just the traditional smoky flavor that everyone's so accustomed to. I highly recommend trying this out. This would work really well on a rasta pasta, just cut up into small pieces and sprinkled on. So remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. There's gonna be a new video popping up at 8 a.m. Eastern every Monday, so stay tuned. This is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit.